Y'all, welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be reviewing Not a Typical Day, Season 3, Episode 2. I really love the relationship Bella has with her new roomies. It's so much better than the one she has with the Rainbow High girls, but I do still really love the dynamic between Bella and Jade. So the girls just get back from Pacific Coast, and I didn't know that Cheryl Meyer and another one of her roommates joined her. I think that maybe they should have gotten Pacific Coast dolls, but that's all good. So basically, Violet, Jade, and Sunny come meet Bella and hey, you're back at Rainbow High. All is good, all is well. And I feel like this is a really happy moment for the fandom. Then we cut to Laurel and Holly harassing their assistant to come and get something. And then we cut back to them and their wholesome friendship. Then we see the A's missing Avery, well, Ainsley actually, who just runs in for a ponytail emergency. We'll get back to this later. Very sus, Ainsley. Very sus. So it seems like not much has changed here at Rainbow High, but they are in for a surprise. And then the scene cuts to Sunny, who's doing some digital art that unfortunately turns gray. Yikes. Ruby's like, hey, what happened to your art? And it's understandable because Sunny's someone of full color. It'd be strange if she started going all emo and gothic out of nowhere. So they check out the art that's looking pretty gray and is glitching. Yeah, that's not good. Then Emmy Vanda comes up. She loves a monochromatic palette, but she says that it's off brand for Sunny. And Sunny's like, this isn't intentional. I would never do this. Then she starts muttering about someone she knows and talking about how she ruined her K-pop posters once. Okay, that's kind of steamy. Like she knows what's going on. Ruby and Emmy try to speculate, but then they just not. So we cut back to Jade and Bella. Oh, wait, no, that's Georgia. Okay, that's an interesting dynamic. So we cut to Daphne Minton creating this beautiful pearl necklace. Ainsley is here. That's very interesting. So there's a thread tied to another thing, tied to a fan which has a blow dryer on it. And then the necklace breaks. Oof. Another thing in this scene, Ainsley doesn't look very shocked, if you ask me. I think that Ainsley ran in there last minute to go meet the A's, not because of a fashion emergency, but to switch the thread from regular super strong's thread to melting thread. I don't know. Ainsley is acting very sus. I mean, look at her gasp face. It's not even that gaspy. So next we cut to Poppy Rowan trying to make some funky beats in the class as her project. And Aiden is here. So she starts jamming to the beat, so does everyone else. But then things go wrong. A voice enters her computer. It sounds like a glitch. Ooh. Okay, so it says something like Shadow High is coming, beware. Poor Poppy. I already addressed this scene in my last video that Aiden's the first person to get up, kind of suspicious. And this is the moment that broke the theories. Avery's talking about the beads on the floor, and then Ainsley, nudges to Aiden. That's the part that just did it for me. I'm starting to suspect more and more that Aiden might be helping Ainsley. My only problem is why. Why would he help her? So basically, the twins talk about the fashion fates would never mess with good fashion. And we also know that Ainsley said, oh, maybe it was just a prank. Kind of suspicious, Ainsley. Kind of suspicious. So they're saying that it reeks of Shadow High, and we cut back to Ruby, Emmy, and Stella. And we know how much Stella loves a good scandal. And then behind her, we see Sunny and Violet talking. I love how they continue to emphasize that in the end, they're the true besties. They've known each other for forever. So the meeting thing, without the principal's consent, calls for a totally typical meeting. And then the principal says, "Why must we do this every year?" Okay, that's kind of spicy. We're getting a lot of foreshadowing in this episode. So then we cut to the Rainbow High stage. Laura and Holly are like, "What the heck's going on?" And they're pretty much just gossiping. So then the principal comes up on stage and begins chatting about Rainbow High and Shadow High's little rivalry, but it's not a big deal because Rainbow High wins every year. There's also a bit of discussion about rainbow vision. Then there's this loud shrieking noise. Her voice starts to sound a little hyperinflated. Sometimes Okay, can I just say that Emeralds guy in the green shirt, the black boy, he should totally get a doll. Then out of nowhere, the screen drops and it's glitching, showing us the two twins. And they're saying that Rainbow High, watch out. We're in the shadows, but we're coming into the light. An eclipse is coming. And this is the moment that truly broke everything. Rainbow High has always been such a baby, petty show, but now we're actually starting to see some tension. And I kind of miss this dynamic between Naomi and Veronica because in the later Shadow High episodes, this dynamic is 100% completely gone. And I don't know what happened to it, but I'll be addressing that later. So, yada yada yada, the twins talk about how Shadow High are sore losers because they win all the time. It's not even a competition. Then we cut back to the A's. I mean, come on. If Rainbow High isn't trying to hint at something suspicious, they're not doing a very good job. Avery talks about Shadow High. And then Ainsley says that a little rivalry and competition is always good. I don't know. It seems like Ainsley is pretty team Shadow High. I mean, come on. They've done such foreshadowing in this episode. And this is the dynamic I'm talking about. Veronica and Naomi casually high-fiving. They're like vibing right now. They don't do that. They just intimidate and pressure everyone else in the later Shadow High episodes. Whatever happened to this bestie dynamic? Look at them. They're just smiling and chatting. And then Veronica makes a joke about their outfits being basic. I mean, I miss this dynamic so much. We only get to see a bit of it, and now they're just busy being dictators. I mean, I get it, they're still mean, but like, come on, they didn't have this bestie dynamic. And then Veronica stops the car to tell Naomi that she needs to fix her hair while she was fixing it, and Naomi says that she wasn't done yet. Hilarious. I love them bickering like this and having such a bestie connection thing because they never bicker or do anything. In Shadow High, they're just dictators. So we cut back to the Rainbow High girls, and Sunny wants to share some sad news. And she talks about how these attacks could be located at her and her friends because she knows someone who goes to Shadow High. Cue dramatic reveal. And it turns out to be her evil twin sister. By the way, she has no right to call her twin sister evil simply because she doesn't go to the same school or the alleged side that she prefers. This is another piece of dynamic that I really like, Luna Madison being besties with the girls, because I don't know, something about this dynamic would have been really fun instead of them just being dictators to everyone else at Shadow High. So basically, that's the end of the episode. It's a pretty spicy episode. And you know I'm going to talk more about Rainbow High, and y'all are going to see me in my next video where I do another review of an episode and a little more speculation. Bye!